Tom Beckman, I don't know why I cannot remember this company's name he started. Roland. Roland keyboards, Roland speakers. If you see any major recording artists in a studio or on stage, look on their keyboard and it probably says Roland keyboard. Tom Beckman started Roland and sold it, and became a billionaire. Well, hundreds of millionaires. And he took his money, bought this land, and started Beckman Vineyards. In 2008, his Grenache was chosen by the Obamas for their first state dinner at the White House with the Prime Minister of India and his wife. They paired a wine with each course, and Beckman was on the menu. And things have been pretty good ever since then for Tom. For the Beckmans. I mentioned biodynamic farming. It's like organic plus. It's basically going through a strict farming practice detailed by a Austrian scientist that was trying to build up his yields of all his vegetables and fruits using complex record keeping according to the phases of the moon for planting and harvesting and watering, according to certain composts spraying on the vineyard that were naturally made, taking, this is in the 1880s, taking cow manure and stuffing it in a bullhorn and with other mixture, natural mixtures, burying it for 6 months, unearthing the cow manure out of the horn, mixing it with water, using that as a spray for compost, for fertilizer, growing other flowers and herbs, and like chamomile, growing all these different plants that he would use as a fertilizer and as compost tea to drive up his yields without using petrochemicals, because that was like the big thing in the 1880s. All these new chemicals, industrialization was occurring, and all these chemicals were coming. It was basically destroying the soil, and it's still being done today, and it's basically not good for the earth. And Dr. Steiner was like, well, there's got to be a better way to farm without using these harsh chemicals and using the phases of the moon, because the moon pulls water, right? The gravitational pull pulls water to the poles. Pulls water to the equators. That's why we have the tides. The ebb and flow of the tides is occurring because of the gravitational pull of the moon.